Hello friends, good morning to all. Today we are going to learn the third chapter, that is climate, and particularly we have to see the characteristics and seasons of Maharashtra. So let us see what what are the main characteristics of climate of Maharashtra, and as well as we have to see the temperature and rainfall distribution in Maharashtra. So, if we focus the light on the climate of Maharashtra, before that we have to known about the climate of India even, because Maharashtra is the part of India, and once we get the general idea of the climate of India, then ultimately we come to know how is the climate of Maharashtra. As you know that we means India have a monsoon type of climate. Monsoon type of climate means there is a specific season of rainfall, that is rainy season, which occurs in the month of June, July, August, and September. So that's so that this type of climate is called as monsoonal type of climate. And India, particularly India, is located in the tropical climate, and that's why tropical monsoon type climate of India is there. And similarly, same type, so little changes is there, but same type of climate we have. Means Maharashtra also have tropical monsoon type of climate. So this is the Maharashtra. This is the most important characteristic, that Maharashtra experiences tropical monsoon type of climate. Why it is so? Because India experiencing tropical monsoon type of climate, and we means Maharashtra also the part of India, and that's why India also experiencing tropical monsoon type of climate. Second characteristic is the most important factor which influences the climate is the towering presence of Western Ghats, which block the monsoon bearing winds coming from Arabian Sea and cause rainfall. As you know that from southwest side we receive the rainfall, or we get winds, or wind blows from southwest side, and then it reaches to the main continent, that is Indian subcontinent. But whenever they entered on the land part from the sea part, there is a problem, or there is a barrier, or there is an obstacle in the form of Western Ghat, that is Sahyadri ranges, and these Sahyadri ranges blocks these southwest winds, which are very having potential of the rainfall. And that's why towards the western part of these Sahyadri ranges, which we receive, means Maharashtra receives heavy rainfall, while as towards the opposite sides there is a leeward side. From towards that leeward side we receive less rainfall. Somewhere there is a rain shadow area, and because as the winds goes upward there is a rainfall, but whenever they come to they reach to at specific height, then their capacity to give the rainfall is decreased, and that's why they become dry, and that's why they towards leeward side there is no rainfall, and due to that there is a rain shadow area in the some part of Maharashtra. And particularly the opposite side, or the eastern side of the Sahyadri ranges, or the western Ghat experiences a rain shadow area. So the next important characteristic is the onset of the monsoon in the early June gives a relief to the scorching summers from the month of March. As you know, as you know that there is a 4 month of summer before the rainy season, that is February, March, April, and May. And particularly from March, April, and May we have more temperature, or we have a high temperature, and that's why this high temperature is a prevailing condition, the most important condition so far the rainfall is concerned. And that's why there is a onset of monsoon in the month of June, or particularly in the early June. Next characteristic is the climate condition become cold from October end. In the month of June, July, August, and September, whenever there is a occurrence of the rainfall, And after rainfall, at the end of the October month, there is a there is a change in the climatic condition, and climate become cold. So this is the important characteristic. Most of the rainfall is received by the Konkan and Sahyadrian parts of Maharashtra. In some years, the frequency of the rainfall varies along with harsh climatic condition in summer months. Sometimes what happens, whatever the condition prevails throughout the year, there is some changes, or there is some different type of phenomena occurs. Sometimes there is a thunderstorm, sometimes there is a high speed wind, sometimes there is a heavy rainfall, and sometimes there is a heavy or the too much cold, or sometimes there is a very high temperature. So this condition prevails sometimes in some years. So this is also one type of characteristics. Maharashtra has typical monsoon type climate. It has hot, rainy and cold weather seasons. As I have already told you that we means Indian continent or subcontinent experiencing tropical type of climate. That's why there is a hot condition, as well as we have monsoon type of climate, and that's why there is a rainy season, and as well as we have a low temperature in the winter season, and that's why Maharashtra as well as India experiencing hot, rainy and cold weather seasons. So there are three seasons in particular, but in general if we in general there are three seasons, but if we consider a typical or particular way, then we found that there are four seasons, that is retreat of monsoon. Fourth season is retreat of monsoon, that is winter, then summer and rainy. And after the completion of rainfall, there is a retreat of monsoon, that is also considered as the fourth season. So this is the important characteristics. Next characteristic is tropical condition prevails all over the state, and even the still stations are not that cold. As I have already told you, we means India as well as Maharashtra also experiencing tropical conditions, and most of the part experiencing this type of climate, that is tropical climate. And although there are some mountainous area as like Mathiran and Mahabaleshwar, that are also not too much cold, although they experiencing less temperature as compared to the another part, but Mathiran and Mahabaleshwar is also not too much cold as compared to the another part. So there is a tropical condition throughout the part, and somewhere there is a dew, frost, hail can also be happen sometimes according to the seasonal weather conditions. As I already told you that somewhere there is a different type of phenomena, somewhere there is a sudden change, or somewhere there is a little change, and these little changes occurs due to the local changes in the temperature, in the rainfall, or in the climatic condition, in the weather. And that's why dew, frost and hail also be happen sometimes in the some areas. So this is all about the characteristics of the climate in Maharashtra. So question may be raised here, which is the type of climate of Maharashtra? The answer for the same is climate of Maharashtra is tropical monsoon, or monsoon type of climate, or tropical monsoon climate. Next to that, as we know that there is a four seasons in particular, but in general there are only three seasons. So we have to see which seasons are there, and how they prevails in the Maharashtra. We have to see. First season is summer, which occurs in the month of March, April and May. These are the hottest months. During April and May, thunderstorms are common all over the state. Temperature varies between 22 degrees centigrade to 39 degrees centigrade during this season. March, April and May, sometimes there is a experience of summer in the middle of the February. So February, March, April and May, and some part experiencing the 4 months, and some part experiencing the 3 months summer season. So this is the summer season. This is about summer season. Now, whenever there is a completion of summer, there is a rainy season. Rainfall starts normally in the first week of June. July is the wettest month in Maharashtra, while August too gets substantial rain. Monsoon starts its retreat with the coming of September from the state. As I already told you that in the month of June there is the onset, there is the startup of the monsoon. June, July, August, and September. These are the months where there is a occurrence or there is a rainfall. And after the September, there is a month October, which is not considered in the month of rainy and also not considered in the month of winter. So that month is considered as the retreat of monsoon. So this is also important characteristic. So for the seasons are concerned, retreat of monsoon. After rainfall in July, August, and September, there is a retreat of monsoon. Most of the eastern part of Maharashtra receives rainfall in the month of October. Actually, retreat of monsoon means what? Whenever there is a moving of the winds from southwestern side or southwestern part, and then they reaches to the whole continent or whole Maharashtra. Again, these moves likewise. So this is the way. First of all, this is the way. And whenever there is a month of September or end of the September, they start to come again, behind. So likewise, first movement is likewise this way, and next to that, afterward there is a retreat of monsoon means they they reaches likewise this way. So this is the retreat of monsoon. Winter. After the completion of retreat of monsoon or after the month of October, cool and dry spell occurs there in the winter season with clear sky, gentle breeze, and pleasant weather prevails from November to February. But the eastern part of Maharashtra sometimes receives some rainfall. Temperature varies between 12 degrees centigrade to 34 degrees centigrade during this season. So thus there are 4 seasons in particular, and there are 3 seasons in general. So accordingly there is a variation in temperature and variation in rainfall, and accordingly there is a seasons in Maharashtra. So question may raised here, how many seasons are there in the world? Actually there are only 2 seasons in the world, that is winter season and summer season, because there is no specific season of the rainy in the world. Rainy season is only found in the monsoon type of climate, means in the Indian subcontinent and nearby countries. So world experiencing only two seasons, that is summer and winter. But if we raise the question, how many seasons are there in India? There are 3 seasons in general and 4 seasons in particular. So how many? Which are those three seasons? So summer, rainy, and winter, or you may say winter, summer, and rainy, or you may say rainy, winter and summer. Likewise. So accordingly, there are 3 seasons, and in particular there are 4 seasons. So which 4 seasons in Maharashtra? 4 seasons means summer, rainy, retreat of monsoon, or and the last one is winter. So after this we have to see how is the distribution of temperature in Maharashtra. As we know that there is a tropical type of climate and monsoon type of climate, tropical monsoon type of climate in Maharashtra. So the average annual temperature of Maharashtra remains 25 degrees centigrade to 27 degrees centigrade in most of the regions. So this is the average temperature. The total annual temperature varies in different regions, because most of the region where there is high part, there is a low temperature, and particularly in the coastal region due to the humidity there is a high temperature again, and in the internal part there is a high temperature again. So these changes occurs due to the variation in the temperature, and that's why there is a differences in temperature. In the summer months, the climatic conditions become very unpleasant with shortage of even drinking water. As you know that in the month of May and sometimes in the month of June, there is a shortage of water, drinking water, and that's why there is a very scarcity of the drinking water. The average temperature varies from place to place and season to season. As you know that place to place there is a variation. In the coastal part, if we measure the temperature, there is a different type of temperature. And at the same time, if we measure the temperature of Matheran on Mahabaleshwar, then there is a variation in temperature or different type of temperature. At the same time, if we go internal part, means towards Nagpur and towards Gadchiroli, then also there is a changes in the temperature, as well as there is also changes from season to season. Means season wise there is a variation in the temperature. As we know, there is a high temperature in the summer season, while as there is a medium temperature in the rainfall, and there is a less temperature in the winter season. So according to the place and according to the season, there is a changes in the temperature. And the next one is temperature decreases in winter season, while as temperature increases in the summer season. It is less in the hilly and mountainous area. May is the hottest month. So these all are the characteristics of distribution of temperature in Maharashtra. So if we see the graph or the map of the temperature, then we come to know how is the mean maximum temperature of Maharashtra. So month-wise distribution of temperature is given over here. So this is the month temperature of the month of May. It is 35, 37.5, 43, 40 or 42, 42.5. Means if we travel from coast to internal part, or from if we travel from west to east, the temperature is increasing towards east. So what it indicates? It indicates that there is a changes because this is the coastal part, and that's why there is a less temperature, 35 or below than 30, 35, 37, 42, 42.5. Same experience, same thing we can experience over here in the month of July, 22.5 and 30. Again here is also 30 degrees centigrade temperature. So what it indicates? It indicates that internal part, means this is land part, showing more temperature, while as in the coastal part there is a less temperature. In the month of October, same condition occurs, 32, and here is some up to the 30. Sometimes there is a changes in the temperature, again 30, 30, 30. So in the month of January there is a winter season, and that's why there is a less temperature throughout the part of Maharashtra. So what it indicates? It indicates that there is a changes according to the season, according to the month, and according to the place. So temperature increases eastward from the coast, as we have already explained. Mean maximum temperature for the coastal region is 33, and for the interior it is 37.5. So we have already seen that how coastal part is humid and why there is a low temperature, because there is a nearness of the water bodies, and there is there is a less temperature due to the presence of water. But in the internal part we can see there is a high temperature, and the maximum temperature is 37.5, mean maximum temperature in the internal part, because land part is heated quickly, and it also cool down quickly, and so that there is a high temperature. Temperature starts to fall on the onset of southwest monsoon in June. In the month of June there is a decrease in the temperature. December is the coldest month with mean minimum temperature with 12.5 to 15 degree centigrade. So because there is a winter season. Akola is the hottest place in Maharashtra. It is internally located which on the plateau of Maharashtra, and that's why Akola experiencing hottest temperature or more temperature in Maharashtra. So the question if we can see mean minimum temperature, that previous map was mean maximum temperature. This is the map of mean minimum temperature. This is the distribution of May, July, October and December. 25, 22.5, 30, 27.5, again 22.5, 22.5, 22.5, 20, 20, 17, 15, 15, 20, 12.5, 15, 12.5. Here you can observe that this part is having more temperature, this coastal part. Why it is so? Because this is mean minimum temperature. Mean minimum temperature means how much it get cooled, or how much the temperature can decrease. So this is the land part, and that's why it lower quickly, because as you know that land part heated quickly and get cooled down quickly. So due to this process, there is a high temperature in the lower part, but here is a more temperature. Here is a high temperature in the land part, high temperature in the land part, hyper temperature in the land part, but here is a, in the coastal part there is a low temperature, high temperature, low temperature, high temperature, low temperature, high temperature. Why it is so? Because water requires more time to get cooled down, and that's why their mean temperature shows variation. So the question raised here, which is the hottest place in Maharashtra? As we have already explained that Akola is the hottest place in Maharashtra because it is located internally, and which is located on the plateau of Maharashtra. So now we have to see the rainfall distribution in Maharashtra. So rainfall in Maharashtra differs from region to region. As we know that there are various factors which affect on the overall distribution of the rainfall, and there is a changes. Thane, Raigad, Ratnagiri and Sindhudurga, these all are the Konkan districts and the parts of Konkan region which receives heavy rains of an average of 200 centimeters annually. But the district of Nasik, Pune, Ahmednagar, Dhule, Jalgaon, Satara, Sangli, Solapur and parts of Kolhapur get rainfall less than 50 centimeters. Means there is a too much change. As I have already explained that whenever rainfall starts from southwest monsoon, it gives rainfall towards coastal region or towards Konkan region, and beyond that means whenever there is a passes of the winds from Sahyadrian ranges or from Konkan ranges, they become dry, wind become dry. Whatever humidity was there, that get decreased, and that's why there is a less rainfall, which is up to only 50 centimeter. Rainfall particularly concentrate to the Konkan and Sahyadri in Maharashtra, and that's why these four tahsils, Thane, Raigad and Ratnagiri receives more rainfall, while as another district receives less rainfall. The annual rainfall of the state can vary from 400 to 6,000 meter and occurs for 3 to 4 months in a year. It depends how much rainfall occurs in a year. Sometimes it may fall only 3 months, or sometimes it may extend up to the 4 months. The months of March, April and May experience very high temperature, which are often accompanied by the thunderstorms. We have already explained these things. Maximum amount of rainfall occurs in the month of July, while the transition towards the colder climatic condition occurs in the month of October. So this is the transition period. October is the transitional month, which is experiencing rainfall as well as retreat of monsoon. Winter touches the state in the month of November and persists till February. The weather is generally pleasant with clear skies and cool, gentle wind. And the Mathiran is the wettest place in Maharashtra. So, if we see the distribution of rainfall in Maharashtra, we come to know that here is the number indicates that here is a more rainfall, heavy rainfall, or simple way, the lines which are very closer to each other, which indicates that heavy rainfall. The lines are apart from each other, which indicates less rainfall or medium rainfall. Here also lines are very closer to each other, that means there is a heavy rainfall. And the figure indicating that 3000 millimeter, 2500, 2500 3000, 3005 up to the northern part, or up to the Thane district, you can see that there is a heavy rainfall. But in the internal part, as we go internal, then we come to know 700, 880, 600, 700. Again, here is the increase. Means in the inner part there is a less rainfall, while as in the eastern part again there is a heavy rainfall, because as we know that this, although these winds become dry, but whenever there is a retreat of monsoon, or sometimes some wind come from the eastern side, and due to the retreat of rainfalls, whenever they come back towards this part, there is a heavy rainfall, and that's why there is a 9000, 1000, 11, sorry, 900, 1000, 1100, 1200, 200, 300, 1400, 1500, up to the 1700, there is an increase of the rainfall. So rainfall distribution is shown by this map. So the question raised here, which is the wettest place in Maharashtra? So the Mathiran is the wettest place in Maharashtra. So this is all about the characteristics of climate of Maharashtra, and as well as summer seasons of Maharashtra. We have also discussed about the rainfall distribution and temperature distribution of Maharashtra. So today we stop here. Thank you very much.